She was more than just a pilot. She was an icon in the making. Amelia Earhart was a symbol, a beacon of hope and determination for women everywhere. She represented a vision of modern womanhood, fearlessly soaring across the vast American sky. She conquered the Atlantic alone, a feat that captivated the world and cemented her place in history. She charmed a nation with her spirit and courage, quickly becoming a beloved household icon. At the very height of her fame, during that fateful year of 1937, she vanished without a trace, leaving behind a mystery that continues to baffle us. The entire world held its breath, gripped by uncertainty and fear, waiting anxiously for news, for any sign. But the news they longed for never came. One moment, her determined voice crackled over the radio waves, a beacon in the vastness. The next, there was only the endless, unforgiving blue of the Pacific Ocean. Her disappearance wasn't just a lost plane or a failed expedition. It was a story torn in half, a narrative abruptly cut short, a profound mystery that embedded itself deeply within the American psyche, sparking endless speculation. The extensive search for answers began almost immediately, spanning sea and sky, but the relentless sea and the boundless sky stubbornly kept their secrets hidden. The woman who had lived so vibrantly in the public eye, constantly surrounded by attention, found in her final moments a privacy so complete, so absolute, that it continues to haunt us and fuel our imaginations still. Her vanishing act, her sudden disappearance, ultimately became her most enduring flight, a journey into the unknown. The silence that followed her disappearance was profound and unsettling, stretching like a heavy blanket across the entire world. And so, from the depths of that silence and mystery, the enduring legend of Amelia Earhart was truly born. Amelia Mary Earhart, a name synonymous with courage and adventure, was born in Atchison, Kansas in 1897. Even as a child, she displayed a spirit that defied expectations. Restless and curious from the start, Amelia sought experiences beyond the conventional. She worked as a nurse's aide, tending to the wounded during the World War I, and later as a social worker, dedicating herself to helping others. But her true calling, her ultimate destiny, was in the sky. The vast expanse above beckoned, promising freedom and untold possibilities. After a brief yet transformative 10-minute flight in 1920, she knew with unwavering certainty that she had to fly. The experience ignited a passion that would define the rest of her life. Determined to pursue her newfound dream, she bought her first plane, a vibrant yellow biplane affectionately named the Canary, and quickly rose to fame as a daring and skilled pilot. In 1928, she achieved international recognition, becoming the first woman to cross the Atlantic by air, though notably only as a passenger on the Friendship aircraft. Unsatisfied with simply being a passenger, she set out to prove herself as one of the best aviators in the world, regardless of gender, not just the best female aviator. In 1932, she accomplished the unthinkable, flying solo across the Atlantic. This daring feat cemented her place in history and transformed her into a national hero, celebrated worldwide. With her unwavering independent spirit and groundbreaking achievements, she inspired a generation of young girls to dream big, to break barriers, and to reach for the stars. She continued to set records, pushing the boundaries of what was possible, while also fearlessly advocating for women's rights and equality, truly embodying the spirit of the modern age. By 1937, with a legacy already secured, she set her sights on her greatest and most ambitious challenge yet, circumnavigating the globe, following the equator in a daring attempt to conquer the skies and etch her name even further into the annals of aviation history. With the experienced navigator Fred Noonan by her side and piloting a state-of-the-art Lockheed Electra aircraft, she embarked on a journey to chase the sun around the world. It was to be her final, crowning adventure, a testament to her unwavering spirit and relentless pursuit of the extraordinary. The world watched with bated breath, captivated by her courage and audacity as she took flight, disappearing into the vast expanse of the sky. The ambitious journey, filled with both hope and uncertainty, began in June 1937 from Miami. It started by tracing a carefully planned path across the diverse landscapes of South America, then onward across the vast expanse of Africa, before venturing over the sprawling continent of Asia. Finally, they approached the immense and challenging Pacific Ocean. On July the 2nd, Earhart and Noonan departed from New Guinea, their sights set on a tiny destination. Their destination, Howland Island, a tiny speck of land amidst the vastness of the Pacific Ocean, a truly isolated outpost. This leg of the flight was set to be a navigational nightmare, a daunting 2,500 miles over open ocean, offering no landmarks to guide them. Success depended on absolute precision in navigation and fuel management. The Coast Guard cutter Itasca patiently waited near Howland, equipped and ready to guide them in using radio transmissions. But, frustratingly, communication was severely plagued by static and intermittent missed signals. Then a faint signal, Earhart's voice crackled through the static. "We must be on you but cannot see you. Gas is running dangerously low." In a desperate attempt, the Itasca crew sent up smoke signals, hoping to provide a visual marker, but there was still no sign of the Electra. Then, her final transmission, filled with a sense of urgency. "We are on the line, 157, 337. We are running north and south." After that, only static filled the airwaves. The Electra, having apparently missed the tiny island and critically low on fuel, vanished into the vastness of the Pacific, disappearing into history. The world was left with a lingering question mark hanging in the empty sky. The extensive search for answers in the missing aircraft began almost immediately, but the immense Pacific Ocean, seemingly indifferent, has kept its secrets closely guarded ever since. The silence after Earhart's last message was absolute. The Itasca's crew called her name, but no reply came. Within hours, the world's most famous aviator was missing. The U.S. Navy launched a massive search. Battleships, aircraft carriers, planes, and ships scoured 250,000 square miles of ocean. For 16 days, they searched for any sign, wreckage, oil slicks, debris. The ocean yielded nothing. The official search ended on July 19, 1937. The government concluded the Electra ran out of fuel and sank, but reports of faint, garbled distress calls sparked hope. Maybe Earhart and Noonan survived, stranded on a remote island. The lack of evidence created a vacuum, and speculation rushed in. The official story felt unsatisfying. The public wanted more. The search for Amelia Earhart was only just beginning. The official verdict, crash and sink, left the public unsatisfied. In the absence of facts, theories flourished. The most enduring, Earhart and Noonan landed on Gardner Island, Nikumaroro, sending distress calls until the plane was lost to the tide. Another theory, they were captured by the Japanese, suspected of spying and executed. Some even claimed Earhart returned to the U.S. under a new identity. Each theory reflected a refusal to accept that such a vibrant life could end so abruptly. The mystery became a canvas for hope, fear, and imagination. Amelia's story was no longer just about flight, it was about the power of myth. Of all the theories, the Gardner Island hypothesis has yielded the most intriguing clues. The International Group for Historic Aircraft Recovery's expeditions uncovered artifacts, a woman's shoe, a sextant box, fragments of plexiglass, and a jar of 1930s freckle cream. In 1940, a partial skeleton was found. Modern analysis suggests it matched Earhart's description. Post-loss radio signals could have originated from the island, sent when the Electra's engine was above water at low tide. Each clue is circumstantial, but together they paint a haunting picture. Two castaways stranded on a remote atoll, surviving for days or weeks before fading away. The world searched, but the Pacific remained silent. the Gardner Island theory offers a story of quiet desperation and endurance. It's not definitive proof, but it's the closest we've come to an answer. The legend endures, fueled by hope and the fragments left behind. Decades later, the search for Amelia Earhart continues. Modern technology, sonar underwater drones, scans the ocean floor for her lost Electra. In 2019, Robert Ballard searched Nikumaroro in 2024. A sonar image near Howland Island reignited hope. Each new clue sparks global fascination. Why do we still look? Because Amelia Earhart was more than a pilot. She was an idea. She embodied courage, possibility, and the refusal to be constrained. Her disappearance left her story unfinished, a void we long to fill. The mystery endures because it allows her to remain forever in flight, forever chasing the horizon. As long as she is unfound, her spirit continues to inspire. Amelia Earhart's journey is not over, and neither is our search. What do you think happened to Amelia Earhart? Drop your theory in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Mystic Anomalies for more unsolved mysteries from the edge of history.